Hello, Mark.
There you are.
Hey, sorry about that. I had a little confusion there. Sorry.
No problem. Glad to be on the show.
Thank you so much. Hey, you look great. I love your hat.
Yeah, I always wear a hat. That way the students at Chapman University, they don't remember my name, but they say, oh yeah, the professor with the hat. So that's
Perfect.
become my signature. I wear a hat everywhere, including FreedomFest. So you'll be able to find me in the crowds of thousands.
Perfect. Great. Okay. Excellent.
So have
Well,
you ever been to FreedomFest?
I have not, and I am really looking forward to it. I actually wanted to go. I know you were in Las Vegas in other
Right.
years,
For
and
14 years.
wow. Okay.
Where are you in Salt Lake? Where are you?
I'm in Park City.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah. Yes.
The
So,
most expensive city in Utah.
yes, it does have that quality. But you know, that's okay. Luckily, I bought a home many years ago, so I lucked out. So,
Oh, good. Great, great.
how has Freedom Fest changed over the years? I mean, 15 years. Wow.
Yeah, we started off with 1,000 people, and now we have, I'd say, 2,200 right now are registered, and we could have 2,500 or more. So it could be a record year. The biggest crowd we ever had was 2015 when Donald Trump came, and we also
Okay.
had a debate with Paul Krugman and Steve Moore, and that generated a lot of interest as well.
How great is that? Wow. Oh, I would have loved to have been at that one. Wow. All right. Is that recorded somewhere? Is that something we can go look up?
Yes, I believe on YouTube, if you type in Paul Krugman versus Steve Moore at Freedom Fest, I think it's available on YouTube. Yeah, we've posted a lot of our. One of our best debates was in 2019. We were shut down in 2020 because of the lockdown in Vegas. But in 2019, we had Kevin O'Leary of Shark Tank, and he debated John Mackey of Whole Foods. And you can find that on the YouTube also.
Excellent. Great. I will look that up. How are things changing now with moving to South Dakota from Las Vegas?
So there are a lot of changes. One is the enthusiasm level has increased rather dramatically because it's the first time we've been outside of Vegas. There's a lot of people who don't like Vegas for one reason or another, and so they're excited to come to South Dakota. They're excited to see Mount Rushmore, which they've never seen before. Lots of people. I don't know. Have you ever seen Mount Rushmore?
Just on TV. So
Yeah.
yes, I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like seeing the seeing Saturn or Jupiter for the first time in a telescope. It really is quite dramatic. So, plus, I think there's some pent up demand since we were locked down last year. So this is really the first Freedom Fest we've had in 2 years. So the other difference is that Las Vegas is really geared to be a vacation spot and a conference center. So people can always find hotel rooms and flights into Vegas are nonstop from all over the country, and they're relatively cheap. To get to South Dakota, to get to Rapid City, a lot of people have to make a stop uh, in Denver or Salt Lake or Minneapolis or Chicago, and so there's that. Plus, the hotels are all spread out. So we got a Best Western, we've got a Hilton, we've got a Holiday Inn, and so people are spread out. So we have to provide a, a system of shuttles between hotels every half hour just to pick people up and bring them to the Civic Center where the conference is being held. So it's much more spread out than Las Vegas.
Okay. Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, it sounds kind of like an adventure. It sounds like it's going to be great. I did see someone in the Facebook group that was looking for other folks that were camping. So that's kind of fun. Somebody's going to a campground.
Yeah, this is the first time that we've had a lot of people driving, biking, RVing, and camping. And there a lot of people are making it a family vacation. And that's unusual too. I mean, most of the time it's a single individual or a couple that are coming, but now whole families are coming and signing up. We have a somebody's making it a family reunion and they got like 20 people coming and stuff like that. So, and a lot of people are bringing their children. They're not necessarily going to come to the conference because the conference is really more for adults. But they'll be involved with the excursions and taking and doing other activities while their parents attend Freedom Fest.
Great. 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 Well, that sounds really fun. I'm really looking forward to it. Do you have any advice for a newcomer who has never been to Freedom Fest?
Well, I would look at the program before you come. So I would go under the agenda. If you go to freedomfest.com and you click on the agenda, go down the list of speakers. We have 250 speakers. We have 250 breakout sessions. We have like a dozen sessions. We have our general sessions, of course, just one thing going on. But most of the time, there are breakout sessions of a dozen different breakout sessions. So you want to pick and choose, and you usually find 3 or 4 that you want to attend. So if it helps to come with another person or two, and you break up and go to these different groups, and then you come back and compare notes. A lot of people also buy the recordings.
Oh,
We
nice.
record everything, either video or audio. And so the things that you miss, if you just buy the whole conference, you'll get all the breakout sessions, all the luncheons, all the general sessions. So if there's anything you miss, you'll be able to listen and record on those as well. We're also doing some live streaming, but the live streaming will be just the general sessions. It will not be the breakout sessions. So you will get a flavor for what Freedom Fest is like watching the live session, but you're going to miss out on a lot of material. So I see it basically as you're coming into a buffet, and you can't eat all the food. You can eat just part of it, and you have to pick and choose. But you also can have a doggy bag with the when you order the tapes or the CDs or the recordings, I should say, because you can get them on a thumb drive. It's just a little thumb drive, and that's everything. All of the whole Freedom Fest is on a thumb drive.
Very cool. That is
Yeah.
great. Okay.
A lot of people listen to them during the summer. I do, because I can't see everything either. So you go down the list and look for what you're interested in. Since you're on Media Row, you should definitely do that beforehand, so that it looks like you already have in finding out some of the speakers you want to interview, and then you just try to grab them. So good luck. Good luck.
I'm looking forward to it. And I love the way that you provided a list of those that would be interested in being interviewed either before,
Right.
during, or after.
Yeah.
Very helpful.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, absolutely. So tell me more about your own, is it a podcast or what do you do?
Well, I'm a YouTuber, and I do publishing, conservative publishing in general, in a few different ways, city, county websites. I'm trying to use humor and edutainment with a podcast. I haven't officially started a podcast yet. I love doing video, and I love using photography and even music. My partner is a first-class musician. So I want to incorporate arts and music. But right now, I've been going to conferences and interviewing presenting those on YouTube, along with many other videos that include humor and a little bit of edutainment and commentary. I seem to be having just as much fun as I was when I started. I really had no idea I would ever do something like this, but I am driven by what's going on today. And I really feel like as many people as possible that can get out there and attract different audiences, because there are so many people that would really love to know what is going on out there, but they really have no way to know because of the just barrage of not so accurate media. So I'm really looking forward to going to FreedomFest and meeting brand new people.
Yeah, you'll be overwhelmed. The buzz in especially the exhibit hall, which John Mackey calls the trade show for liberty. It's just a mass of people going around and speaking. You want to spend a lot of time in the exhibit hall, meeting with all kinds of different groups and people and speakers. And they have the Freedom Fest bookstore there, which is kind of in the center. I do a chess problem every day, white mates in two chess problem. People win a silver dollar if they solve the chess problem. We have musicians who will be performing. Haley and Pablo will sing and play the guitar. We have the libertarian magician coming, Peter Studebaker, so you want to look out for him.
That sounds great.
That's on Wednesday. So you want to come, you want to get there by Wednesday morning, if at all possible, to see the whole thing. Starts at noon. I give an overview talk at 12 noon in the theater at the Civic Center. So you might want to go there because I'll highlight some things that I think will be a lot of fun.
Okay.
And it goes all, are you there the whole time, or what's your schedule?
I am planning, I've been working on booking a flight, but everything's changing. So by this evening, I should have a flight. But yes, I'm planning on being there for all 4 days.
It's not that bad of a drive if you want to consider just driving there. And there is free parking at the Civic Center and at the hotels, most of the hotels. So a lot of people are driving, especially if you're from the Salt Lake area. We're actually driving from California because we have to stop in Vegas to get a lot of equipment in our storage unit. And then our son, Tim, is a movie maker. He lives in Daybreak in South Jordan. And
is that right?
And after spending some time with them, then we're going to caravan over to South Dakota. And that gives you a lot more flexibility. And I do recommend our Saturday night banquet if you can attend that. And see Brûlé, which is the #1 Native American band. That's really going to be something. We do have a lot of music, dance. It's really quite something, the Saturday night banquet.
Wow. Okay. I will go out of my way. That sounds great. That means a Sunday flight. Okay.
And also the Elk Theater, if you want to talk to my wife, or she's going to be at the Elk Theater for the Anthem Film Festival. That's another very popular part of Freedom Fest, is our film festival. Films have won awards and so forth. And so between the Civic Center and the Elk Theater, where the film festival is, you'd be going back and forth. It's about a 15-minute walk.
Okay.
In that respect. So there's just a lot of stuff going on that there's a lot of buzz, and your head will be swimming at some point.
That is so great, and especially now, just the whole theme of freedom and healthy, wealthy, and wise.
We thought that was an appropriate theme after the pandemic.
It really is, and those are all things that I'm big on as well. You're doing yoga.
Yep, yoga in the mornings. And there's just lots of activity, lots of excursions going on, people going to Mount Rushmore. And that's the other thing. If you have a car, you get some flexibility to go to some of these places. And maybe even hook up with some people and go together, because it's a conference is a lot more fun when you're with others, and you can go out to dinner with them and stuff like that. So I would encourage you to develop some friendships and to reach out to each other. I always tell people at the beginning of the conference that, if you're here alone, meet up with some people, develop some friendships, and go out to dinner and go to some events together. We have karaoke on Friday night, and we have comedy, and so there's just a little bit of everything for everybody.
Oh boy, man, I better start working out a little bit more. I have to get ready
Yeah.
for this.
Yeah, for sure. Now you do have your hotel room, right?
I do not. So if
You
I will
better get going on that, because they're close to selling out in a lot of places. So on the website, there's an 800 number to call under booking for hotels and excursions. It's the South Dakota event group, and call them and they'll give you the best rate and where you can stay. But I'd do that right now.
Okay, I will do that right when we finish up. Yes.
Okay. Any other questions?
I do not have any other questions. I really appreciate you meeting with me and giving me an opportunity here.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much. And
Okay.
I love that your whole family's involved in this. I think that's just wonderful.
Yeah, it's nice to have a family business. Didn't start out that way, but it's gradually become that.
That's really great. Well,
okay,
JC.
Mark.
All right. We'll see you soon.
Take care.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.